Hey, it's Gratu Orloff here, September 14th, 2020. A little bit of background about Gratu Orloff. When I was a little kid, I think about 1969, I think I was four. My first comic book was Choo Choo Charlie. And I think he was actually the advertising spokesman for Good and Plenty candy, but I didn't know that. I that was the first comic I remember I got, and then I remember getting the Three Mouseketeers, a giant collection of reprints of the Three Mouseketeers from DC, and but I started getting into monster comics, and the DC House of Mystery and House of Secrets, and Dennis the Menace. I was super into Dennis the Menace. Lots of lots of monster comics is what I was into. And sometimes I would get sick, and what my mom liked to do when I was sick, I got a lot of ear infections back then, is she would buy me 3 or 4 comic books and bring them home to me. And one of the comics I remember she bought when I was in 3rd grade was an issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and that was right about the time period that Peter Parker's college roommate Harry Osborn discovered that his roommate was actually Spider-Man by opening up a drawer and seeing the uniform. But I didn't read the Spider-Man comic, because I wasn't really into that. I was into the monster stuff, and I had seen the Captain America and the Hulk cartoons a few years before when we lived in Germany, and they were played on Armed Forces television, and they played those. I remember in Felix the Cat and stuff, and the Flintstones. So I was familiar with Captain America and the Hulk. And anyway, at some point, I bought the second Treasury edition that Marvel put out, and it was the Fantastic Four. And I read that, and it was the Galactus trilogy and the Impossible Man and all this wonderful stuff. And I really fell in love with that stuff. And then I went back and read that Spider-Man comic, and it was great too. And then I started buying Fantastic Four, and then before long I joined the Marvel fan club. Here's my original poster over here for FOOM, Friends of Old Marvel, and I just began. Then Origins of Marvel Comics came out, and by then I was really into Marvel and DC superhero stuff. Well, anyway, in 3rd and 4th grade, I was in San Antonio at a well, actually, this is before. This is when I still lived in Hampton, Virginia, and I was going to Merrimack Elementary. Looks like I started making a calendar, and it looks like that was going to be Frankenstein. I didn't finish it, though. These are actual illustrations done by Dr. Gratu Orloff as a youngster. This is definitely 2nd grade, because I know I drew arms and legs like that at that time. And this is a Christmas picture done on, I think I did this on Christmas Eve. That would have been December 24th, 1972. Santa Claus is on fire. Anyway, and so this was also done around that same time period. Actually, is that backwards? Yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, Dracula, born in 1880, died in 1973. I think I'm heavily inspired by Monsters Unleashed, a Marvel magazine that I bought at that time. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, Davy Jones Locker and Restaurant. Yeah, there's Davy Jones Locker. 10 cents with mustard. There's Aquaman. Oh, and the Submariner. Looks like I'm very influenced by the early EC Mad here that I'd seen in reprints. I am Aquaman, so I'm the Submariner. Yeah, this looks like this was done. We moved from Hampton, Virginia, to San Antonio, which was my birthplace and my mom's birthplace. And my father was stationed at Fort Sam Houston, where I was born. And we lived on Portrait Court, a house that my father had built in San Antonio. And I went to Regency Place Elementary. And let's see, this fish is bleeding all over the place. Yipes. The 1-ton thing is fallen. Oh, okay. So he cut the weight and it hurt the fish, and that's why blood got on the word balloon of Aquaman. Okay, so here it looks like I've already been exposed to wacky packages, which were stickers put out by the Topps bubblegum company that made fun of products in supermarkets, and that was one of my big thrills. I mean, I loved them, and I still love them. This reflects my interest in monsters. Second grade is when my life changed in Hampton, and I saw on television one Saturday evening The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, so I became obsessed with Cyclops, and of course that Cyclops has a horn in his head. Definitely Sinbad influenced. Amazing. Yep. Yeah, this is Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. You know, the very first video I did on YouTube, I think last summer, I was showing my artwork from around this time period. So this is kind of a sequel to my very first video. Since then, I now have 65 subscribers. This used to be on my door in second grade. I'm pretty sure I had this on the door to my bedroom. But what I started to do is draw comic books. And this is when comic books cost 20 cents. So this is my original art for War. Probably the best title ever for a war comic, just to call it War. I don't know if anyone's ever really thought to do that. You'd had Weird War and Warfront and Blazing Combat and all that, but did anyone ever just call a comic War? It's like calling a comic Love. Yeah, very brutal. Looks like a very pre-code. Yes, see, it doesn't have a code, comics code on it. Oh, let's see what here. This is, I was really into the song Monster Mash. In 1973, they re-released it, and it was played on the radio all the time. And it looks like this is my brother Michael wrote the lyrics out to me, for me. Wow. Oh, and it keeps going. You haven't looked at this stuff in years. I put it in this binder, I don't know, about 10, 15 years ago, and haven't looked at it in years. So I'm going to be surprised by this stuff myself. Okay, the Crazy Mag. Okay, it looks like I was very influenced by Don Martin art. Not just influenced, it looks like I traced it. Let's see. Well, Joe, how is you feeling today? Pretty good. Today is the day we check you up. Yeah, okay. Next panel. We're going to take your guts out. How? Why do you want to take my gut? Why do you want my guts took out? I want to try out my new tools. The end. I remember laughing so hard at my humor here when the doctor says we were going to take your guts out. I thought that was so funny. I remember that. Okay. Give you a true picture of this artwork here. Looks like you've got a bridge. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Bam! The bridge is broken. He fell. Oh, I misspelled through. I was in third grade. What do you want out of me? He fell through the bridge. Oh, I misspelled bridge too. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the school teacher in me. He fell through the bridge, and there is sea monsters down there. And the moon is saying, "You get out of here!" And then he's cursing. I've learned how to do cursing and comic book speak. Me no want to. And so this kind of reminds me of King Kong. I hadn't seen the original 1933 King Kong at that point. This is really quite wonderful stuff. Project Terror. Ooh, not spelled very correctly. I think that Project Terror was what they called like their local horror movie show in San Antonio, where I was living at the time. I'm pretty sure that's the case. It seems like uh, the Crypt Keeper of Castle Hills put up some Project Terror opening credits sequences, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is influenced by Mad Special. Humor in a Jugular Vein. First issue, July 13th, 1974, so that dates it. Curb Your Dog. You see, I was doing a lot of tracing, it looks like then. Oh, okay. The monthly magazine, Monster Madness. Kooky Dog is alive and well. This is January, it says 1995, but it was 1975. I just put a funny date in the future, I guess. Coke is, okay, the whole Coke thing. One of my friends at Regency Place Elementary in San Antonio, we got together and had a comic book club, and we were all drawing our comics. And this friend of mine decided we should call it the Coke Comics Group instead of the Marvel Comics Group. And so we all labeled our homemade comics Coke Comics Group. And you can see here's influence, how I've been influenced by wacky packages. Blood Up, the Monster Cola. No deposit or I'll kill you. 7-Up. Gotta get up here. I need some more 7-Up. 7-Up, the Uncola. It says Monster. Here's our indica. Monsters Madness is published by Coke Comics Group. February 20th, 1974, 75 cents per copy. No tax. By Kenneth W. This magazine This magazine you are reading comes out once every 10 years. San Antonio, Texas. Frankenstein the Fink. Arg, I think. Hello, Frankenstein. I am Kooky Dog, and this is my sister, Kooky Cat. Wow, Kooky Cat was one of the characters one of my friends created, and this is a crossover appearance by Kooky Cat, as I recall. Full moon. Okay, so they're kissing. Don't you want to marry? As soon as I read my monster magazine. Reading Dracula Lives. Well, just stop reading your Dracula Lives magazine. No. I paid 75 cents for this magazine and I'm going to read it. And then, of course, they fight when they're watching Planet of the Apes. I really got into Planet of the Apes at the time CBS started airing the original Planet of the Apes movies on Friday nights, and it became a huge obsession for myself and really a whole generation. I'd missed them, of course, in theaters, being born in 1965. I'm dead. Then fall down. I can't. I'm not dead. Okay, it's third grade humor. You'll have to forgive me. Then it looks like I cut this out of the Sunday comic strips. Ooh, this is kind of neat. This is influenced by an ad for Dracula Lives, I think, or maybe Vampire Tales. I remember that's what I was stealing from. Okay, there's Kooky Cat again. And he's reading The Vault of Horror. Okay, so I was aware of the titles of EC Comics. That was not drawn by me. I'm wondering if that was drawn by my older brother. Nothing much on this planet. Let's see what we got here. Ear, other ear. Smile while you kill. Imagine if I actually created a t-shirt that looked exactly like that. And you just, I wonder who would wear that. It's like early punk rock. Smile. Yeah, I was I had some very violent. I wonder what a psychoanalyst would think of this. Splat. On sale now is Dracula Lives? Cool, man, cool. Second issue. I knew the old beatnik talk from probably reading old Mad reprints. Dracula will not live, but Kooky Cat will. No, don't kill me, please, Kooky Cat. I will too. I want to. Ag, ouch, yeah. Oh, Mr. Moon, looks like he got shot through the nose. Why did you kill him? Who, me? Yeah, you. Why, sure I did. But now I'm going to kill you. The end. This is almost written as good as the modern comic books. Let's see. On sale now is Dracula Meets Frankenstein. Kill, crush, destroy. That's based on that robot. That evil robot in Lost in Space went around saying, crush, kill, destroy. The one that had kind of the Superman uniform outfit. Okay, look at this. Now this is certainly worthy of framing. Look at this. What does that say there? The vampire is dead. Ooh, there's Frankenstein. Get the point? Ooh, that's a funny pun. Excellent, excellent, outstanding. Okay, I was influenced by a magazine called Spoof. A comic book called Spoof that nobody remembers, but I made my own edition of it. It's the funniest issue ever, but that's all there exists, is just a cover. Let's see what we got here. What does it say on the tombstone? John Blood died July 19th, 1973. I made my own Dennis the Menace comic book. 1974, October. What mischief is Dennis the Menace up to? It looks like, oops, he shot 2 arrows through Joey. Oh, how I love Dennis the Menace. And Dennis the Menace is published by Coke Comics Group. Vol.One, 1974. December, by Kenneth W. Next issue, on sale in 10 months. 20 cents per copy, San Antonio, Texas. And looks like I just cut out the Sunday strips, posted them in here, and I have an ad for the 7th Voyage of Sinbad. And that's cut out of a newspaper movie ad. More Dennis the Menace. This is just how I saved Dennis the Menace out of the San Antonio Express News, by making a comic book for it. On sale is War is Guts, the Headless Army Man. That's a good name, War is Guts. On sale now, Beware. There was a comic that Marvel put out called Beware. The Monsters Are Coming, by Mark. This comic has vampires, cyclops, werewolves, zombies. Okay, so I guess my friend Mark was going to put this out. Now, Mark, there was Sammy Glass, who was a good friend of mine that was in the Coke Comics group. And there was Mark Kusenberger, that was also part of the group. Sammy Glass was a good friend of mine that, I ran across, because I lost touch with them in 1975 when we moved to Tacoma, Washington. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, I found Mark on Facebook and sent him a friend request. And he now does like play-by-play announcing for the San Antonio School District down there. So he looks like he's having a great life, but it's weird to lose touch with someone for 40-something years and then meet up with them again. The letterman it was a character on the Electric Company, a television show that taught you phonics. It was like the version for the older brothers and sisters of the people that watch Sesame Street. Let's see. We don't people to waste. Probably we don't have enough people to waste money, so we have no tax. Okay. The Adventures of Letterman. Letterman was a cartoon character on that Electric Company show. Looks like we stole the idea for the name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, A, A. What comes next? Says the vampire. Or I guess it's Letterman. I don't know. What will happen next? Oh no, Mommy! Never fear, the spellbinder is here. I don't want you here. So what? I will kill you. Mommy, I told you I would kill you. Ha ha. I am the ghost of Letterman. Help! I am going to kill you. Yipe! Gulp! There's Kooky Cat again, making a guest appearance. Want to fight? Sure, I think. Bam! Ouch! Haha, I beat you up. Now look, both of us are dead, so what will we do in the rest of the comic book? Well, anyway, we'll be alive next issue. Okay, now, dig me a grave, Spellbinder. Okay, I think. Hey, you're doing it wrong, so? It's a toilet. Or a stupid head. The Letterman. And I am going to beat you up. Here we go again, the end. Okay, here's my version of the Stan Lee soapbox. Coke Comic Group's Bulletin. Interesting spelling. Hi, folks. Hi, folks out there. We have some more comic books for you this month, starting with Vault of Horror. First issue next month, starring Frankenstein and Monsters in the Deep. There is also Dennis the Menace, only 20 cents. Batman is also on sale, so run to your magazine rack and buy it. It has Frankenstein in it. Peter the Little Pest is also on sale for 20 cents. We really know how to spend your money. Don't miss it. Run up to your newsstand and start reading. Bye. That's Kooky Cat's father. There's the Coke Comics Group, the big stars. Kooky Cat, Letterman, and Batman. On sale is Vault of Horror. Frankenstein says buy it. More blood and guts than ever, only 20 cents. The end, special notice. Beat Kooky Cat, you will see me all through the comic. Oh, it's Batman. Published monthly, 1974. Looks like Batman is meeting Frankenstein. And this issue, Batman meets Frankenstein. Sure enough. Come on, Robin. Coming! There's Gotham City. Oh, they've got a Burger Chef there. Boy, Burger Chef. I miss Burger Chef. Eek! Batman, look! Frankenstein! Yeah, Robin. Arrgh! I'll beat you up. Huh? Ouch. Oh, look at the damage Batman did to Frankenstein's face. Bam. And then an ad. On sale now is Kooky Cat. The world's funniest cat. I misspelled Kooky, obviously. Oh, looks like I got tired of Batman. Ha ha! And then nothing. I was like an amateur Jim Steranko. I just didn't have time to finish. On sale soon is Letterman. Don't miss it, you Kooky Cat. The best in superhero comic books by Kenneth W. It's the real thing. Coke Comics Club is the best. Kenneth, Mark, and Sammy. Oh, yes, Sammy. We want letters. Sammy. Yeah, Sammy. I'm trying to remember. I hope he's not the one. I had one friend that one day I went I went out. I was about to go out the garage. I was getting on my bike. I saw all these people rushing down the street like they were running from Godzilla. I didn't know what it was, so I kind of followed along. All these people running along. This is Vault of Evil. I think I traced that from an actual issue of Vault of Evil. Anyway, I was following along, and I saw my father pulling a stretcher up from the culvert by our house, and I remember seeing a body that was charred black, and it was actually, I don't know if it was Sammy or one of his friends, but anyway, this one of the kids at the school had gone back there. There were high tension wires, and was flying a kite with, instead of string, he used like wire, and he was badly burned and died in the hospital. And I guess my father had heard the explosion, and being in the Army and the medical corps, knew what to do. I never heard the explosion. I was oblivious. But that's why all the people running down the street, they heard an explosion, and they were going to help or see what had happened. And anyway, so that kid passed away. I'm so sorry to remember that. Let's see what's going on. I don't remember who it was, though. I don't remember who it was. Did you know that blood and guts are very funny? Well, they are. And we are going to give you the best monster comic book ever. Today's first story is called The Killings of Dracula. Up very high in the hills is an old castle. And in this castle lives a vampire named Dracula. That's a great illustration. I must go kill someone, or I will die of thirst. There's a peasant. Hum-de-dum. Maybe this qualifies as outsider art. And there's a little kooky cat appearing. There's a new comic book out. Number 1 is still on sale. Oh, there's Dracula getting him. Help! Reminds me of Eerie Publications. Now you are dead. I am? Ha ha ha. That was a good drink. I am. Actually, I think that was Sammy that put that in. It's not my handwriting. He wrote that in. He was kind of like a little amateur Stan Lee adding stuff in against the artist's vision. Wait a minute. You can't kill him. Why? Because if you do, I will stick this stake in your heart. It says stack, but trust me. But I already killed him. When I have the stick, what? Then I'll have to stick the stake into you. Ouch. That looks kind of wrong. Ha-ha! All that blood coming down. After all these years, Dracula is dead. The end. Kooky cat coins again. Monster fun. But there is no fun. There's blank pages that were never filled out, but I did do a maze. Monster and Vampire fun page. Go through the maze without crossing any lines. Beware, you'll get eaten. Maybe you'll get eaten by a werewolf. Find the monster. If you can find your way through this amazingly complex maze, you'll find this monster. Here's a bulletin that I never filled out, but it has a little Dennis the Menace cartoon. Okay, this is complete. Traced almost right out of a Marvel comic from that time period. Evil, blood, guts. Here it is, folks. Here we are with more stories, strips, photos, and all in the 4th issue of Vault of Horror. 4th issue on sale now. Dracula Lives. We had a Dracula Lives too. Dracula Lives. If you dug Tomb of Dracula, you'll shudder with delight at the 1st issue of Dracula Lives. More than a comic book, a giant-sized 20-page magazine with stories, strips, features, and a treasury of photos. Yeah, that's like copied word for word right off the original Marvel ad. On sale August 20th, 74. Okay, so I'm starting 4th grade about here. This was an issue of Supernatural Thrillers. It looks like I traced it right off the cover. Yes, my original copy of Supernatural Thrillers, which is in one of these boxes here, has the indentations where you can tell that someone traced. And Popeye is dead. Oh boy, this is getting hard on my neck. Maybe I can prop these up a little bit. No, I can't. Let's see. Boys, what a night. I think I'll go inside and watch TV. And here. And now it's the news. Good. The Headless Horseman just killed someone. Eek! That does it. Click. 100th time this week someone was killed by him. There's a bullet. Yipe! A bullet. I think the Headless Horseman is trying to kill me. Then he gets hit by the skull. Help! He's throwing his head at me. I shall kill you, Headless Horseman. You shall die by dawn yourself. Ha ha! There's the Headless Horseman. Bull! Hey, maybe he will kill me at dawn. And then at dawn, the Headless Horseman rode up. Hey, what's that? Yawn, clopping sound. Clop, clop, clop. Yike, the Headless Horseman. I have come to kill you. He's trying to kill me. Ha 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 ha. You shall never live again. Now, to kill someone else. Have you seen Joe lately? No? Let's go find him. Okay. Hey, there he is. It looks like the Headless Horseman killed him. Huh? The Headless Horseman? Aha! Some people to kill. Yes, it's me. Continue next page. Page 5, an ad. A house ad. On sale now is the Haunt of Horror magazine. You'll never finish it alive. Well, I knew how to write advertising copy. Werewolves, monsters, vampires, cyclops, ghosts, and more on the thrill-packed pages of the Haunt of Horror. Only 15 cents, a real bargain. Oh, here I am being an amateur Stan Lee again. Hi, all you vampires and werewolves. Here's a list of Coke's newest comics. Starting off with Dracula Lives. It is our best monster magazine this month. Planet of the Apes is on sale for 25 cents. First issue, the original story. Wait till you see the shock ending of it. The third issue of Vault of Horror, 25 cents only, full of monsters. The Ghost Rider meets Dracula is on sale, only 25 cents, full of blood and guts. So run to your comic book and magazine rack and start reading. I've got two Dennis the Menace cartoons. Monsters Unleashed is on, number 1 is on sale. Okay, back to the story. Duck! Headless Horseman strikes again. But we shall kill you. Yeah. You shall never. Bull. Ooh, that's a good action panel. Ha ha ha. Page 8. Ha ha ha. Ugh. The Headless Horseman strikes again. Aha! The Headless Horseman. Why did you kill them? Look out, don't kill me. God! Ouch! Isn't that funny? Ugh! Now to get home. I have to drink some blood. Clop, clop. Just a minute now. Now's the time for the Headless Horseman to die. Ha ha ha. So far, you have killed 4 people, but now you will die. Now you're dead. Ouch. Yay, the Headless Horseman is dead. I'm hungry. I think I'll go eat at a restaurant. Yum, the Batcave. I'll have all the food you have. Why? Listen, waiter, I just killed the Headless Horseman. Wow, how? What? The end. Oh, we got a letter page. We're getting popular. Dear Coke, I liked your first issue of Vault of Horror. I think the Frankenstein Strikes Again was the best story. Keep up the good work, signed Joe. Dear Joe, thank you for telling us Vault of Horror was good, signed Kenneth. Dear Coke, I like the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. I like the part about the one-eyed giant Cyclops. You put 9 monsters in the whole issue. Keep up the good work. Bye, signed John. Dear Jahan, we're glad you liked our issue. Thank you, signed Kenneth. Oh, more house ads for Dracula Lives. It makes death worth living. That was the slogan for, wasn't that the slogan for the Tales from the Crypt movie? The Vault of Horror? I think it was. Oh, Planet of the Apes. On sale now. More blood than ever. Planet of the Apes. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's an ape. That was Frankenstein for a second. What is that? I guess that's a sword. Planet of the Apes. The original tale. Only 20 cents. Bulletin. Hi, folks. This pencil's hard to read. This month, we have more comic books for you. First, we have Monsters Unleashed. It's on sale. Starring King Kong, Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, are all packed on the thrilled pages of this 75-cent magazine. We have the second issue of Vault of Horror with Dracula, more blood than the first issue. Only 20 cents, and Tomb of Dracula is on sale for 20 cents. The original story, Ghost Rider meets Spider-Man, is on sale. Special issue. So it will cost 25 cents. Batman will chill you when he knocks the robot's head off. Vampire Tales is on sale. So is Tales of the Zombie. Both 75 cents. Buy. The end. Someone shooting an arrow through a skeleton's foot. Next issue of House of Mystery on sale Tuesday 19th. And there's Kane. Where's it Abel? Oh, King Kong. Poor Beetle Bailey. There's Beetle Bailey. And King Kong's about to crush him with a building when he's spitting. Oh, okay. Inspired by the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, my father took me to see this movie. Never finished Sinbad there. But there's the that Indian creature, goddess that attacked him, whatever, Kali. And there's the centaur. Of course, there's a Cyclops. And here's an issue of Kooky Cat. The dinosaurs, of course, never was finished. I don't know what that was going to be. Oh, look at that. Into Lost in Space. I drew the Lost in Space robot. Model 39 robot. Crazy magazine. Looks like it was going to be a Hulk parody. The magazine that lampoons Marvel's superheroes. Yeah, I discovered Crazy had come out, and it was reprints of old Not Brandak. So that was just traced out of a book. That's the Jabberwocky creature. And this was traced out of Cracked magazine, where they were doing a parody of Planet of the Apes, where dogs were in charge instead of apes. And this is what I drew. This shows the different patches for Star Trek. And of course, now we have the Space Force that use the same symbol. So the past has become the future. You are ugly. Okay, Kung Fu. Never really watched that show, but I was aware of it. Disneyland's The Haunted Mansion. Oh yes, I was loving wacky packages, trying to draw my own Quaker Oats. It was called Quacker Oats. Didn't have my own copy, so I had to make my own. Horrible hair ticklers from the Coke Comics group. Free in this comic, a coupon you can get with your next comic free. Hugo the Teenage Monster. Igor, I've done it. Good. Now I pour it into the monster's mouth. We'll never know what happened because I never finished. On sale now, Tales from the Crypt. Cyclops attacks New York. Bloodiest issue ever. Most deadly issue ever. Ooh, Vampire Funnies. No more blood, Maria. I'm driving. Oh, that's funny. Blood bang. Darn, I don't know when I'm gonna change into a vampire because the numbers on this clock are all mixed up. Looks like I started and didn't finish a lot of stuff. Oh, they have a checklist, and I did a checklist of all the Coke comics. Check off your comics on the list as you get them. So what did we have available? We had Star Trek II, Tales from the Crypt 48. Most of these were never made. This is just an imaginary. The Green Arrow 1, Superman 29. How about Vault of Death number 84 and Gushing Blood Tales number 16. Ooh, look at this. That was influenced by the way Frankenstein was drawn by Marvel. Zombie, Dracula, Phantom. We got your Ghost, you got your Cyclops. I learned how to spell Cyclops, didn't start with an S. Death, Godzilla, Morbius, and the Man-Thing. I did another robot. Ooh, look at those legs. N67, high-powered robot. I guess it can walk faster with those legs. Here's Rod Serling's Nut Gallery. Man, ooh, there's a lot of great stuff coming up, but my back is killing me. I just saw there's a Star Trek. Look, there's going to be a Star Trek one based on Gold Key's Star Trek. I'll do that in the next video because my neck's about to kill me. So I'll be back later today with a sequel. I've got all of this to go. So either you will never watch it or you can't wait. But with that, I will bid you a fond adieu.